Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do this cranberry grungy-esque look. Just playing with a little bit more color today, and also on the lips I added something a little bit more metallic, but you can definitely switch this out for a more nudie neutral-ish lip, and it'll give you a different look with definitely something just as beautiful. I tried to use some affordable products. Majority of these products are affordable products, like 98% of them are. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, just keep on watching. So I've already started by priming my eyes with Essence eyeshadow base, and I set that with powder. So the first shade I'm going to take is actually going to be from my Sonia Kashuk Eye on Neutral Matte Palette, and this is just a great palette to have and pair with any other type of shimmery shades or like pops of color. This just gives you some of the best transitions. And the first color I'm going to take is the one right here, this more like peachy shade, and this is going to be my transition with a Sonia Kashuk 109 fluffy brush. I love this brush for kind of just like a fluffy shade to put as your transition. It's so soft and it really blows the color out. I think this brush is about $3–4, very affordable. The other one I really like is the Sigma. I think it's their E40. Those are definitely a little bit more expensive, still cheaper than say like MAC and anything else you can find at Sephora. But if you want to save a lot more money, check out the Sonia Kashuk. This is a great investment fluffy brush. And then you just kind of use this in the beginning, and then you can also use it like later on when you want to just blend and blend and blend. Just further blend everything out and blow it out and just give it a nice seamless transition. Then I'm going to take this color on the opposite side. I'm going to put this directly into my crease. And this color you can do very light wash, or you can kind of like build it up. So just little by little add some and blend, and then add some more. And we're still trying to keep this below the transition shade. Then I'm going to go back in with that Sonia Kashuk fluffy brush and blend everything out a little bit further. Then just very lightly, you don't need to like dig into your eye. With just little small circle motions. You can even go back in and add some more of that transition. Then for a pop of color into the crease, I'm going to take MAC's Sketch eyeshadow. And if you didn't know, MAC single eyeshadows are now half the price that they were. They're about $6, same thing as Makeup Geek. So these are now considered very affordable shadows. So if you've been wanting some MAC shadows, definitely check some out. Order them online in like the pan version and you'll save a lot of money. But I love Sketch. Oh my god, it's such a pretty purple. So this I'm going to put directly, like just try to put that right into the crease. Kind of put that into the outer V of my eye and then bring up into the crease. And take your time. Just very lightly. So I'm putting the main focus on the outside and then just kind of blending it in. And you can add more color, but wherever you put the most color, like I did on the outside, that's where the most pigmentation is going to be, and then I blend in. To blend this part out, I want to take a clean brush and it's just lightly blend. Don't go too far up, just kind of keep it where it's at, but kind of fading it up and out. And if you do this with a clean brush, it's gonna look less messy, less muddy, and it's just gonna come out way better. The more clean brushes you use, the easier it's gonna be. Little tiny circle motions, and then windshield. Further blend out, you can go back in with that brown crease shade. And blend that into the crease. Then go back in with your fluffy brush and blend out once more. Before you go in with the next shade, you can go in with some sort of base, and this is going to really just help enhance that color. So you can go in with a white base, a black base, or if you have something similar to the actual color. I'm going to use a Cranberry eyeshadow, so I'm actually going to go ahead and use this NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Rust. It's a little bit lighter, but it's still cranberry-esque. And I'm going to put this right onto my lid and then blend it out. With your fingers fine, or you can use like a synthetic brush. And this will really help like kind of hold on to the shadow on top. And the shade I'm going to use is MAC's Cranberry, another great affordable now shadow. I love the shade for the fall. You mix it in with some of the coppering. Oh, it looks so beautiful. I'm just gonna go in with a flat brush and just pack that on top. It actually looks very, very similar to that shadow base. And just pat it in. Don't swipe, pat. And that'll just give you the most pigmentation, less fallout. And you'll just get the most out of your shadow. Then just going in with another clean brush and just blending that in with Sketch. And you can even go back in and add a little bit more Sketch just to blend it in. And just to bring that purple back. You can keep it like this or you can add some definition. I'm going to go back in with the black shade in the Sonia Kashuk palette and just add that ever so slightly on the outer V. Not bringing it too much, but just it adds a little something right here. And then not really bringing it in too much. So just packing it on, and I'm using, this is the Anastasia. This is a, what do you call it, brush that comes in like pretty much all their palettes. I love this brush so much. So this side to kind of pack on the color and then turn it around, the little fluffy side, to blend it out. I think this is like one of the only brushes I love from palettes. It just adds a little bit more smokiness, as if you need it, right? Alright, so this is the part where we clean up the edges. And you can take a baby wipe, a makeup wipe, a, what do you call it, a Q-tip with some makeup remover, and then just kind of clean up the edges a little bit. Don't worry, we'll blend them out so they're not too sharp either. Then I'm going to go ahead and take NYX Angel Veil Primer, and I'm going to add this all over my face, and I've been actually really loving this primer a lot. I mentioned this in my September favorites. Probably posted that one right before I posted this one, but it just feels so really, really good on the skin. It doesn't dry out. It doesn't make the foundation go on patchy. So for dry skin, I approve. A couple of items I wanted to try out today. I picked up some LA Girl correcting concealers and their regular concealers for my makeup kit because I was running out. And I've been wanting to try out these correcting concealers. I picked up the one in the green to correct the redness, little blemishes around my face, and then the orange for under eye circles. But I've only ever really been able to order LA Girl online. I haven't seen, other than like the lip glossy liquid lipsticks in stores and like little like beauty shops and stuff. But I actually found these at the mall in like a little kiosk thing, and I feel like that's not a kiosk, it's like one of those like kind of random things, I don't know what to call it, but I was like, I saw them, I was like, okay, let me pick this up right now and probably come back for more stuff later, check out some more LA Girl products. So I'm going to be testing them out today, testing them out throughout the weeks, and see how I like them, and I'll let you guys know. So the first shade before I put on my foundation, it's going to be the Pro Concealer. This is the green one. I'm just going to use that to go over any blemishes I may have. Green, and I have quite a bit of blemishes. Look at that bad boy right there. So the foundation I'm going to use is a Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation, and I'm just going to add that all over my face with a beauty blender. And in case you're wondering why I used the green concealer before, some people might not know like color correctors, but just think of it like it's art, the color scheme, the color wheel. So you use like the opposite colors to kind of try to cancel out the other colors. It's not going to get rid of texture, but sometimes with just like foundation you might get like redness peeking through, or just with concealer you might get like their under eye circles peeking through the darkness. So for redness, you want to use green to cancel that out because that's the opposite color. You want to use the opposite colors. So look at a color wheel, color chart. Think of what colors around your face you might want to get rid of. And then look at the color wheel, look at the opposite color, and putting that on your face, color correctors. That'll help get rid of it. So then for my under eyes, I'm going to go ahead and use that orange one because I have like purples and blues, and the opposite of that is orange. For my under eye circles, I'm going to go with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the orange shade, and I'm just going to place that where I kind of have like my dark circles and blend that out, and then I'm going to go in with my concealer. I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and blend that out. That is orange. Then I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer to highlight. Definitely getting that underneath the eyes. Down the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, the chin, and then let's do the other eye. And the forehead. And try to bring that concealer into the inner corner of the eye just to brighten it up, especially because we have such a dark look. To set the under eyes, I'm going to go in with my Makeup Revolution palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here and a dab of the yellow, and then with a Real Techniques brush, I'm just going to set under the eyes. Then just one more time, go in with the Beauty Blender just to try to get increasing right before I add powder. And dab. And the brow product I'm going to use today, this is the Ardell. This is their brow pomade in the color medium brown. I mentioned this is a really great dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade. If you can't afford that $20 one, this is way cheaper than that. Probably less than half the price. So check this out. They have these at CVS. Not at Walgreens. I haven't seen Ardell, but I know CVS. And then probably even Sally's as well, and some couple of other places. So with pomades, honestly, the littlest amount of product on your brush is probably the easiest way to go, and as well as on the brows. And take your time. To further clean up the brows, I'll go in with my Hidden Agenda Concealer Palette by Sonia Kashuk. And one of my favorite brushes lately has been these Wet n Wild. This is the small concealer brush. It's like the perfect size, and pick up the tiniest amount of product, and I even kind of like use the edge to kind of brush them off. It's so dirty. And I would just go underneath the brow and clean that up. And this is actually also good if, say, maybe if you brought a little bit of eyeshadow up too high, you can kind of go down and clean that off, and then just blend again. So it just kind of highlights underneath and just gives it a little bit of a cleaner look. Then you can go in with like a brow bone color, a little mixture. Like take maybe like this color and a little bit of white, and use that for underneath my, to set underneath my brow bone. Then I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner, and I'm going to add this to my waterline. You can add a black, you can add a brown. Today I just chose black. And I'm actually going to add this to my top waterline. Then for my lower lash line, I'm just going to go back in with that first transition orangey shade, and just adding that to my lower lash line. We're going to basically mix like every single color down here. Going in with that brown shade, and I'm just kind of adding it onto that same pencil brush. Going into MAC's Cranberry and just kind of adding that into the lash line as well. Then with a smudger brush, I'm going to go in and add some of that black, but just to the outer, like half. I'm not going to bring it in all the way. Then just going back in with some more Cranberry and smudging that out. You can even kind of bring this in to connect. Then I'm going to take my NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and we are going to wing this out. I'm going to add my NYX Matte Liquid Liner and some lashes, and I'll be right back. So I added my liquid liner, and my lashes are Koko lashes in the style Goddess. I love these lashes. I'm trying to wear them out until I can no longer wear them, or like rip them or something. I definitely got to order more, but they're sold out right now. But they definitely just like the liner and the lashes really kind of bring the eye look together, especially if you're just kind of questioning me like, what are you doing? It's looking a little bit better, right? Just honestly, with smoky eyes, crazier looks, just give it some time. Once you add the lashes and the wing liner, it really comes together. So then I'm going to go ahead and take my MAC's Mineralize Skin Finish Natural, and I do a fiber brush and just kind of pat lightly to set my foundation. Finally, right? Just try to do everything else before this, and then I try to make sure to get it here where I'm going to go ahead and put bronzer and blush. For my bronzer, I'm going to go back into my Makeup Revolution Contour and Highlight palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here. just ever so lightly. This is just gonna add color and dimension back. Just adding that precisely where we want to define the face. And you can kind of brush up, and we're gonna go back in with that other brush and blend that out. Just to clean it up, you can go back in with that matte highlighter shade. And define. The blush I'm going to use is Milani's Berry Amore. This is their baked blush, so if you're someone who really doesn't like matte blushes, this gives it a little bit of a sheen. It's still like neutral, but it has like a nice berry tone. And these are really pigmented, so be careful. Then I just go in with my dual fiber brush and blend everything together. For my highlight, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild. This is the Fergie collection. This is Hollywood Boulevard, but I guess they got rid of the Fergie collection and they renamed this. They still have this color, they just renamed it, and it's like Boozy Brunch or something like that. Really, really beautiful golden highlight. If you want to go ahead, I will take some of that highlight and I will actually add that to my inner corner highlight. Then if you want to get rid of the powdery look, especially if you're dry, your best friend is going to be MAC's Fix Plus. I'm obsessed. I will be needing to order some soon. I freak out when it gets to the bottom. For my lips, I'm going to take Milani's limited edition Amore Matte Lip Cream. They came out with 10 new shades for the fall. This is the one in the shade Magnetic, and it has a metallic finish, so I kind of wanted to play with that today. So that is a completed look. You can definitely choose to switch out the lip if you want something more on the pinky nude, neutral side, but I definitely wanted to play with a little bit of metallic, kind of shimmer on the lids, shimmer on the lips. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with some more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.